It's the morning of Thursday. It's 6:15 a.m. 15 minutes till market open. My thoughts for this day. We go on the 4 hour, both on NQ and ES. We filled this inverse fair value gap down here, and we have an order block up here and a fair value gap right here, which we've been stuck in pre-market. What I expect to happen today, or my bias for today, is for this liquidity gets swept, and then I'd look to target the order block or this area up here, equal highs. So that's what I'm thinking this morning. NQ, pretty much same thing. We're super close to these 3 equal highs up here, which is a pretty strong draw on liquidity. And we've been in this imbalance for a while. I see us filling this new created one, this bullish imbalance, before seeking out this liquidity here. So those are my thoughts today. Let's wait for market to open. One more minute until market opens. So I don't think all of this is going to be filled immediately. Like, we might get these highs swept before we come down at all, since this was a news candle. So, or news candles. So I would like to at least see these two swept or this one before going higher. Same thing on ES. We have a 1 hour SMT. On ES we have this, and then on NQ we have this. So these lows just got swept. I still want to see these get taken out. We swept liquidity on NQ, and we might have this inverse fair value gap. This might be something to look at. All right, this actually looks really good. We got an order block, inverse fair value gap. I'd wait for a second retest of the order block. Okay, we're getting a second retest of the order block right now. If we get one more fair value gap, I'll retest. If we get one more fair value gap that gets retested, I'll enter long, targeting these highs right here. Okay, looks like we might retest this order block. We did. We just retested that. I'm going long. All right, here's a position right here. Now we just wait. This is looking pretty choppy right now. This may have not been the best entry, but I'm still gonna wait it out. Yeah, we're just straight consolidating in this range right here. This will either take a while or we'll get stopped up. That's okay. There is a chance we test this order block again, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get stopped out at this point. Yes, we just got stopped out. So let's think about this. I did say that I wanted this one to get swept. Not just these before I took a trade, and I didn't wait, so should have waited for, because this is all, if we go to the 1 hour, this is a big imbalance down here from news. So I should have waited for, and that's what's going to happen. I should have waited for this to get swept. And then it got a cleaner entry. The entry I had was still pretty solid. We had order block and inverse fair value gap, and then it got retested before I entered a trade. But since price wanted to go towards this liquidity down here, and I should have waited for that to happen, then price isn't going to listen to the confluence. So pretty straightforward what I did wrong. I'm gonna wait and see what happens off this, but I don't think I'll take any other trades. So it's really annoying because it looks like price is going to go up, and it just took out my stop, and then it'll probably go higher. And so when I said I wanted to wait for a second retest or more confirmation, I ended up just like waiting for a second one of these to hit. Instead, I should have waited more, like higher time frame, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. Could have waited all, because then I wouldn't have got stopped out by this. I would have waited till this happened, and then I would have seen that, oh, now we have another entry right here, inverse fair value gap, order block, and it got retested. So if I would have just waited longer, which is what I was saying in the first place, I would have caught this trade if it delivers. Probably it might not, but just simple things like that. I need to have more patience and actually wait longer. But yeah, and then obviously we wanted to go a little bit lower down here, which was probably good. We took out more liquidity. So really my biggest problem is just patience. Like, I know the trades to take. I know my strategy. I wanted to wait for more confirmation. I waited just a little bit and then I entered. Should have waited higher time frame before entering. But yeah, I'm fine with that. It's good to take losses. Definitely learned a lot from this. And I will trade Friday. I'm gonna look on this. I'm gonna look back on this throughout the day. Just kind of see where this goes. And what other setups were made. Probably add to the notes. And I'm logging my trades. This is what we got. We got each day I mark out the trade it took and if it was a winner or a loss. So we've been doing pretty well, but this will be a red day. But we'll see how we do Friday. All right, it's afternoon now. Do a quick recap of this trade I took and what I should have done instead. So I entered right here off of this inverse fair value gap and order block being retested, entered right there. And I thought we were gonna go straight to the data high right here and the buy side liquidity. And that was not the case, and I got stopped out. I got stopped out at this level right here. Let's change that color. I was stopped out there. And price went all the way down to right here. So why did price go down to here? I had said before I wanted higher time frame liquidity be swept before taking a entry, and I entered once this low was swept here, and I should have waited for a little bit more, and that's what I said at first, but I didn't do that for whatever reason. And so then after that we had another fair value gap, another inverse fair value gap, pretty small, but we had one right here. And after that we retested the level twice. So I probably would have entered off of the second retest because I keep going too quick with things and I'm getting stopped out. So if I had waited for the second retest, then we could have held that trade all the way up to those highs. Take profit one could have been data high right here. So that was the ideal trade today that I missed. I've seen a lot of people take that trade today in other recaps, and it's really disappointing, obviously, to get up early just to get stopped out, to wait all over again. But that was the ideal trade. Another better precursor to entering into that trade instead would have been a cleaner price action beforehand. on the trade I took, we had this consolidation before getting a random dip, which was market open, but we want to let price develop a little more before just taking a trade. So those are my thoughts on today. And then there's another session up here. Could have traded, but yeah. So I learned a lot, and I'll be ready to apply that to tomorrow, which is Friday.